Hi! So today is Halloween and I'm sitting here alone because I have no life. And everyone else in my family is out doing stuff because they have lives and I don't. So I decided to make a video about stuff. Yeah, this has nothing to do with Halloween, but it's Halloween and I'm bored. So I'm making a video. This video is about gender. Probably gonna be about stuff that you don't know about. So that's why I'm making this video, to inform you of gender, because you probably don't really know what it is. That is why I'm here, to tell you stuff, to help you know. Because obviously I can't just tell you, it's not like one thing. Anyways, let's start with gender. Just regular old male and female gender. Those are two genders. That is the binary gender system. And that is what Western civilization uses. And it sucks. Because there's more than two genders. Not everyone is born in the body that they are in their mind. Because gender, it's in your mind. Gender is not in your pants. Okay? That is your sex. That's your biological sex. Oh, hello, biology. What are you doing down there? And that is different from gender. Gender is what you identify as in your head, not in your pants. Your head. So, there's a biological man who identifies as a woman and, darkness. He identifies as a woman. Why should he be called a man when he prefers to be called a woman or by female pronouns? Because he identifies as a woman in his head. And this is what you use to think, your head. That is called transgender, when someone identifies as the opposite sex that they biologically are. That is like the least of the confusingness. So that person might go on to get a sex change or not. Maybe only top surgery, or I don't know. It depends. It just depends on the person and what they want to do. They might not do anything. But then there's also people who identify as genderqueer or gender fluid. There's so many different words for it also. It's more of an umbrella term, genderqueer. Just basically means you're gender deviant and it's differently gendered. Someone who's genderqueer might identify also as someone who is gender fluid, which basically means that your gender switches. And so they might switch from male to female and back. They might switch every day, every 5 minutes, every couple days, every year, every 10 years. It really just depends on the person, whatever. They might also be neither or both. It also just depends on the person. Yeah. And then there's people who identify as just something else. I don't know. As both or neither all the time. I don't know. Or as a third gender maybe. But gender pronouns should be used with a person, whatever they identify as in their head. They shouldn't be called a woman even if they strongly identify as a man. Because what? If you identify as a man and you're a biological man and people just insisted on calling you a woman, wouldn't that drive you crazy? You'd be like, dude, I'm a man. And then they would be like, no, we see you as a woman, maybe because you're feminine or whatever. And then you're like, no, I'm a man. And that's what it's like, okay? So you can even just ask someone what their gender pronouns they prefer. Their preferred gender pronouns. Just ask. Just be like, hey, do you identify as a man or woman? And then they'll be like, I identify as a man. And then you can be like, okay. And then you call them he, him, and whatever. Or they might be like, I identify as a woman. And then you could be like, okay. And then she. And there you go. And this is a totally different thing than sexual orientation. That's something so different. And that could be a whole nother video, which I think it will be because this is already long. So thank you for watching my little video about gender and the differences in gender. And I really hope that you're a little bit more knowledgeable about gender and other genders, and also people who identify as a gender that they biologically are, that means they're cisgendered, cis, and that's the term for someone who identifies in their head the same as they are in their pants. So thank you for watching, and I hope this helped somebody out there, and I love you, and see, look at this. Crazy. This is crazy. Yeah. Biology, you suck. Suck my dick, biology.